What up, friends? How is everybody doing out there tonight? It is your old pal SPJ here, and we are back for SPJ Live, kicking things off with a little bit of a tribute to the late, the great Mr. Sean Connery. My namesake, yes, it is true. I am indeed named after Sean Connery. I'm not related to him in any way, shape, or form, but that's actually 100% the honest-to-God truth. If it weren't for Sean Connery and it just kind of popping into my dad's head when just before I was born, you'd be talking to Ryan Johnson right now, which after the release of Star Wars The Last Jedi would be a really annoying thing to have to deal with because people seem to really, really hate that movie. People seem to hate a lot of things very irrationally these days. But I like being named after two James Bonds. It's awesome. Sean Connery and Pierce Brosnan. Indeed, Pierce Brosnan was the inspiration for that, if you will. I believe, as my dad tells me, he was sort of, I think that was in, the time where Remington Steele was a thing. And apparently, because of that role, he was heavily favored by James Bond fans to take over the role from Timothy Dalton. And so it was a big shock, We lost Eddie Van Halen a couple weeks ago, still dealing with that, and then we lose Sean Connery. But he died exactly as a James Bond actor should. He died in his sleep in the Bahamas at the age of 90. And, doesn't get much better than that if you'd ask me. But it looks like we've got a good turnout tonight. I'm seeing a lot of the usual suspects. I don't have I don't have my mouse with me, so I'm going to have to lean forward every time I want to see who's here. I see Bent Tom, Music Therapy Laz, Ben Coombs, Matt Cisterna, Al Band. Who else we got here? Janice is here. Roy Batty is here. Good to see you again, Roy. And we got Dwight Bailey joining us again. How you doing, Dwight? Good to see you. It's awesome to see you guys all here. Man, yeah, and exactly as Ben said, 1 month today. Well, he died on a Tuesday, I suppose, but it's been rough, dealing with that whole thing. It was such a shock, and we're still trying to find ways to deal with it, I guess. But having said all that, and there's Terry's 3Gs. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you there. Navigator needs a little bit of a tune-up, I think. Something's going on with the pickup selector. But anyway, man, what a last couple weeks it's been. The last time I saw you guys, I had just done some shooting for Bootlegger, and we had my fancy new, my fancy temporary setup with the black curtains and the fun lights, and that was cool. I took that down, and now it's basically back to normal, and I'm actually, you can see, there's pedal cam right there. And then behind you is main cam. You see light boxes and all these other things. Hey, it's JJ's House of Jams. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Oh, man. But, it's just been a lot of pulling myself up in this place for several days this week. Editing video, shooting video. Let's see, we shot a very special pedal that I can't tell you guys about yet, but in a couple weeks you'll be able to know. Comes out 1 week after my birthday, so you'll be able to see that there. Today we shot the Geneva Amp Sim from Westminster Effects, and that's actually what I'm using right now. It's sort of a Vox AC30 kind of sound. And it's such a cool little box. This Geneva just really sounds nice. Yeah, it just feels really good, and it's nice to have something like this. I am going to be using it in a rig context. I'm not going to tell you guys what's going on with that. I'm going to probably do a little vlog video related to that, because it's just not something that I really ever thought myself doing. But it's cool, and it sounds really good. It feels really good, and that's got the internal cab sim running right now. No echo. Awesome. It looks like Ben has shot some videos today. Good for you, buddy. That is always 4 is a big hefty workload for me these days, and I'm pretty much at 2 or 3 is my top lately, so I haven't been able to do that. Roy Joyo wants you to review the high gain distortion. So someone from Joyo contacted you about that? I'm curious, because every time I try to talk to someone at Joyo, they never answer my emails, which is interesting. You've never made a public guitar video. That's interesting. Well, I'll tell you this, Roy. It's a weird thing when you start doing this, because you just kind of have this. You can't second guess yourself too much, and I find myself overthinking things a lot recently. Just because you start to, at a certain point, people start expecting things of you, and it's rough, because you don't want people to get their hopes up too much based on what you present, and so that's one difficult thing about doing this. Ultimately, what I always focus on is how I want to use something, and ways that are interesting to me of using a piece of equipment. So don't second guess yourself too much. Just try to have some fun with it. It's not always the most fun thing in the world to do, because for me, I can say that because this is how I earn my living, is making these videos, and some of them are a lot more work than others, but then there are others that are just easy and are a complete breeze to go through. So, that's one thing. What pedal video goes up first? I don't really know, to be honest with you. The Geneva or this mystery pedal, those aren't going to come out for at least another week. I think that the mystery pedal, you'll be seeing that video before you see the video of the Geneva. But it'll all be well worth the wait. Geneva, and I hear that, and all I can think of is coffee or coffee maker. I understand that. I understand that. FedEx just happened to drop off a Fender Pro 2 at the store I was today while I was recording. Ah. Well, I'll tell you this much, man. Blake from the Tone Mob really helped me out because I happened to be in contact with someone at Fender. And it looks like we might be getting an American Pro 2 in the studio very, very soon indeed. So I'm looking very much forward to that. Just need to iron out logistics and whatnot. We might be seeing the return of my strap video project, which got unceremoniously delayed due to the pandemic. So I really, really hope that we can get back on that train because I was really looking forward to doing that video series. So I really want to bring it back. Laz is asking, can you remind us about that thing you're doing differently that's not Patreon, but something in YouTube? I forgot to do it. Oh, I was talking about the, what was I talking about? I was talking about the YouTube channel memberships that I just got access to on my channel. I haven't set it up yet, so there's nothing really that you're going to need to do right now. Having said that, there's a good sporting chance that I will be discontinuing Patreon at the end of 2020. It's just far too much for me right now to keep up with my workload, and just like I try to get the videos up early on Patreon, and in the last few months, just based on my workload, it's been almost impossible. Usually I try to edit videos 2 days before they go up, and I've just not been able to get on that. Like today would be an editing day, but I had to shoot 2 videos, and tomorrow I have to shoot 2 videos and also edit a video to have ready on Saturday. So I just can't really, at this moment, really guarantee Patreon is really going to be a thing. It's not something I really want to worry myself too much with, because then it just starts to add on more to this that feels like work. And when it's not fun anymore, then this is probably not going to be a thing. We're all still kind of riding this weird world out right now, so I want to try to do as much as I can to lessen my workload and lessen the stress level as I possibly can. So channel memberships might become a thing in 2021, but I can't guarantee that. Patreon will probably not be a thing come next year. But at the very least, I want to try to find some way to, give you guys some interactions and some bonuses. I will be working on a website this month and next month to have ready sometime in January of next year. So maybe that'll be a good way for us to have some sort of, support deal if you guys want to support the channel in some way, shape, or form. But for the time being, we're going to be exploring some different ideas going forward. Oh, no. Everybody run! It's Quentin James, everybody. Everybody duck and run. Duck for cover. How you doing, buddy? But yeah, it looks like we're going to be kind of wrapping up Stompbox Saturday for the year after this next round of videos goes up, and we'll finish off the year with some other things that will be a little bit more fun than just your straight pedal demo thing. So I'm hoping that it will. I'm hoping you guys will enjoy it. So that's all. That's all I'm really hoping for at this point. Yeah, this little thing feels pretty good. That had some of the compadre clean boost and compression going on that sound. You glued a mustache. Oh, okay. You glued your mustache up like the Monopoly guy. Okay. For a second, I thought you said you glued on a mustache like the Monopoly guy. I guess if it makes the kids happy, you know, anything to keep them entertained. Gonna need to clean out this volume knob. That's really funny. They went from "that's hilarious" to "please wash that out." Ah, kids. Ah, children. I glued my mustache to my forehead because I wanted a monobrow. Ugh. I don't have any nieces, nephews, or children that live by, so I don't really need to do any of that stuff. But hey, you know, I'm not opposed to it. I like kids. People are often weirded out that my parents had another kid when I was like 16 years old. But didn't bother me back then, doesn't bother me now. Aw, that's a lovely sentiment, Aaron. Kids rule. They're the best of us without all the jaded, rundown BS the world forces on you. But so loud and too much energy, says Ben. Yeah, that is true. That is true. It interrupted my scheduled nap to accumulate 8 hours. Oh my god. Yeah. Just not ready for that, just not ready for that life yet, you know? By 16, I'll be 48 and no longer have the will to argue. No, you'll still have the will to argue. My dad was 46, I think, when I turned 16. And he could still put me in my place if I needed to be put in my place. Yeah, Batman is not ready for I am not ready for this Bruce Wayne is not ready for Dick Grayson or Barbara Gordon. And what Quentin said, my dad was a cop. We didn't argue. Yep. And you know, Aaron, by that point, you might find yourself a lovely lady who will be willing to do some of the arguing with you. Or else Cage. Well, next week I'm gonna be 33, so it's like I don't even know when it's gonna happen, and I honestly am not even worried about it. Don't really care. It'll happen when it happens. For the time being, it's better that they're not here. 3, everything starts breaking. Yeah, I understand that one. Oh. It's a weird day here today. It's like, now that it's getting dark earlier, I hate that. And then it looked like it was about to rain, but it was so hot today here. And when it's hot here, it really sucks to film up here. It was t-shirt weather day. That's good in Canada. I am just so ready for it to be cold. Quentin has a good question. A lot of people don't understand that harmonic tapping. Explain it real quick. Okay, so I, of course, am not nearly as good at this as Ed is. But the basic idea of that kind of, I remember watching Kurt Mitchell's Guitar in the Style of Van Halen video, and he was talking about how this is not tapping. It's right-handed hammer-ons, and this is tapping. So the idea is you're creating artificial harmonics, and the way that you do it is by, you can do it with your pick, or you can do it by tapping lightly on the strings, and you're basically doing it 12 frets above where you're fretting. So, like with that chord, a D major bar chord, you basically are just outlining the chord 12 frets up. So, 17, 19, 19, 19. And you don't want to do it like, you're not doing that. It's very like, you're flicking the string almost. And you can kind of do, it's the same kind of thing that Eric Johnson does, except he does it like, he picks it, you know? Tap it like it's hot, exactly. I could loop that in my sleep. Oh, Yeah, here, let's try this. And it can be pretty difficult, and it kind of is like, the higher strings are a little bit more weak sounding, so it doesn't necessarily work as well as it does, say, like with the middle 4 strings on the guitar. And then, of course, you can go ahead and do the sort of like harp thing. Let's see. But yeah, the way that you do it with just, the tapping on the string, it's just 12 frets above where you're playing. Night. It can be very difficult to do, and it's something that you will have to work on it. You can't get it just right away, but it is a lot of fun. Yes, I need to practice that too. Let's see. I have an idea. I'm just gonna crank this compression. Let's mess around with that a little bit. Yeah, we're on to something here. Yeah, there's something to that. Obviously, it's there you go. So, if we take that progression, then there could be something to that. You're gonna have to work on that one. But yeah, that's basically that technique. It's actually really easy. It just takes the right touch to get it to work appropriately. Um, and I think the guitar also has to be just set up ever so slightly in a certain way. I've done it before on other guitars where the harmonics ring out a whole lot better. But, anything with low action, that kind of stuff will probably not ring out as well. So, I don't know. No problem, Laz. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, Jay Steen, how you doing, buddy? I've never seen Sammy Bowler do that, but then again, I haven't seen a whole lot of Sammy, to be honest with you. But what I have seen, he's a beast. There's something to that. We might have to turn that into something. Hey, it's Gillis. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Speaking of Tool, did you hear about those stolen Les Pauls? Yeah, that's that sucked. Janice, I'm using some compression, a clean boost, and I'm also using I was using analog delay, reverb, and tremolo for certain parts. Trying to turn something on real quick here. There we go. Yeah, so that's it. You probably did hear some rumble in there, Gillis. It just kind of built up on itself. That analog delay, part of the build-up, you know? Guys, I hate to do this to you, but I'm gonna be cutting it short a little early tonight. It's getting hot in here, and I've been in this room all day, and I'd like to go sit somewhere where it's not blazing hot under these lights. But I want to thank you all for joining me for SPJ Live this week. It's always awesome to hang out with you guys for a little bit. Don't forget, though, next week we're doing the birthday live stream, and it's going to be a little bit different than this thing. I'm going to be putting out the open invite. So next week you will see the stream link go up, but we're gonna do something a little fun. I am going to be sending out the invitation to people that I want to come, but if you'd like to join in, we're going to do a little scavenger hunt where you're going to have to find the link somewhere in order to be able to join the stream, because it's a party game and it's a birthday party. So you're going to have to play my party games because it's my birthday. So you're just going to have to deal with it, you know? But it's so awesome of you guys to hang out with me. Thank you so much for that. Wherever you guys are watching from, I hope you all are doing well and that you're doing as best as you can during these weird times. To wrap it all up, I just want to say something related to what's going on in the world right now. Everybody right now is freaking out, and everybody is stressing out. And I understand that that's just the way that it goes. But I just want to tell you guys that this is not something to give up on things on. This is something that we will all live to fight and die another day. I encourage you to be positive. I encourage you to embrace the things you love, embrace the things that are beautiful, and be positive, happy people. You can have your dark moments. We're all allowed those dark moments. But I think it's more important for us as a community to remember we're here to do something great for other people. And we're here to interact. And we're here to be positive people. So let's do that. And that's what you're going to be hearing more of here on this channel. We can be a place to come, leave the world outside, hang out for a little bit, and have a good time. So until next week, my friends, for the birthday live stream, which will be same bat time, same bat channel, I'm Sean Pierce Johnson for SPJ Live, wishing you all out there great tone, good health, and happy stomping. Cheers, friends. I'll see you next week.